Hi Rohit, how are you?
Hi, Vinitra. I'm doing good, and you?
I'm good too, thank you. So, how was your weekend?
Yeah, not so productive, but chale.
Okay. So the main meeting here is because of to know more about the CIMA course that you're doing. So the first question I would like to start with is what is your education background?
Okay, so I'm basically an engineering graduate. I graduated in 2020 as a mechanical engineer from Shasta University in Tamil Nadu. And yeah, I'm currently working as an analyst for HCL Technologies.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is my educational background. And yeah, and I also started doing CIMA, which is a finance management course, nowhere related to engineering, but still, yeah.
Okay. So when it comes to finances, there are so many courses that you could have tried out. Why CIMA in particular?
Yeah, so there are a lot of engineers or engineering students who pursue finance or management courses after their completion of their bachelor's,
Correct.
and basically the course that you select, obviously you'll have to put in the thought of what is behind the course, what will you get out of the course, and if that is what you want to do in the future. And going by that, there are a lot of national, I mean, Indian charters like the CMA or CA, just like everywhere here,
Correct.
and also international certifications like or charters like CIMA or CFA, or or if you want to go more streamlined, there's FRM and stuff like that. So
Yes.
when so basically it comes down to what you want to do, and what does each of those charters or courses give you, or what do you get from out of all of those. And
Correct.
CIMA, coming to that, CIMA is it's basically a chartered institute of management accountants, so it's a management accounting charter, let's say. And
Okay.
it gives you a rounded knowledge and experience and perspective on finance, on management, and the process behind all of that, and makes you like a sound business partner who has a knowledge of finance. So that is what I wanted to be, and I want to be. So that's why I chose CIMA over. There are a lot of courses which you can select from, but it all comes down to what you want to, and CIMA provides this. So, yeah.
Okay. So can you tell us more about CIMA and what does it stand for?
Yeah, sure. So, like I said, CIMA is a charter provided uh, by the institute called Charter Institute of Management Accountants. So you will be given this you will be called as your name CGMA. So that is the name that they give you, and
Okay.
it's a collaboration with the CPA Institute, which is from USA. So there is a collaboration between CIMA and the CPA Institute, and they give you that the designation as CGMA. So management
Okay.
account. So the course is basically, again, like I said, it's a globally recognized qualification for careers in business and finance, and they provide you knowledge on the background, on the knowledge that's needed to be or to pursue in the finance field, be an accountant or an analyst or a business partner or a CFO, for all it takes. And they also give you the knowledge that is needed to take care of the business as a whole. So that is what I would say as the bird's eye definition of what CIMA is.
Okay. So can you tell us the subjects or the levels involved to complete the CIMA course?
Yeah, sure. So CIMA has 4 levels if you take all the exams together. So it's 16 exams. So the first level is the fundamental level, which is like the groundwork or the foundation course, you may call it.
Okay.
So that is 4 subjects that gives you a taste of what the rest of the 3 levels are going to be. So the foundation has four papers, like I said, or 4 subjects. It's just like the fundamentals of business economics, management accounting, financial accounting, and corporate law and ethics. So that is the basics of everything that 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 CIMA provides. So that's the basics of it. And once you
Okay.
get through it, there are 3 levels. So there is the operational level, there is the management level, there is the strategic level. So the course and the charter is designed as organization is itself designed by. So there's, for any organization that you take, there is an operational level where products or services are done, or the ground, the people who are on the field, let's say. And there is the management level who direct the people who are the field, and there are the strategic people who just decide how the company runs. So that's how the course is also being designed here. Is designed
Okay.
here. And so the 3 other levels have 4 exams each, and each level has 3 objective exams and 1 case study exam. So that, and all of the 3 levels have an enterprise paper, a management paper, and a finance paper. So there are like 3 pillars in CIMA: the enterprise pillar, the management pillar, and the financial pillar. So all the 3 levels have all the 3 papers. So they call it E1, P1, and F1, E2, P2, and F2, and E3, P3, and F3. So these are the 9
Okay.
exams. And apart from that, there are 3 case study exams, 1 in each of those levels. So which comes to 4 per level and 4 levels in total, including the fundamental level. So there are like 16 papers with 3 subjective, and what are the rest? 13 objective papers.
Okay. So when you say objective paper, so is it like you can write it on demand, or do you have to schedule your exams, a month back? Like if you take up ACCA, so there
Yeah.
you have to schedule your exam a month or two back, and then you'll have to go to the center and write, or you can opt for writing the exam from home. So how is it? How does it work for CIMA?
Oh, so for CIMA, for the objective exams, all 13 of them, you just have to register for the exam 24 hours before you plan to write the exam. So that is
Okay.
one
On
good
demand.
flexibility. That's
Okay.
basically on demand with a
Okay.
24-hour delay. And so that is one good flexibility that CIMA provides. You can complete your preparation, be confident, and then take the exam. And even if you say, in a tough situation where you've scheduled the exam for a week after and there is an emergency, you could still reschedule it as long as like 2 days before. So it's like before 48 hours, you can still reschedule it to another day for like
Okay.
that no extra cost. So you can do that. So this is the thing for all the objective papers, 13 of them, and the 3 case study exams. It happens like all other exams. Like for, let's say, ACCA or CFA or anything, there are like 4 windows: February, August, November. I'm not sure, but there are 4 windows, and all those 4 windows you will have an opening date and a closing date within which you have to register for the exam, and that's
Okay.
how it works. So the 13 papers are on demand, and 3 papers are window based.
Okay. So, what are the materials that you use to, read for the exam or study for the exam?
Okay, yeah. So CIMA provides, so in association with Kaplan, which provide materials for like a lot of exams,
Correct.
CIMA also associates itself with Kaplan, and they recommend that as the official study material that they put forward uh, for students who take up the charter, and that is what I use as well. So there are a lot of options. There are a lot of institutes which provide training coaching on a weekly basis, on a daily basis, perhaps. I'm not sure, but then there are institutes that provide it like in India, in like all the cities, and online as well as after COVID stuff. So you can opt for a coaching based or a thought based program if you think you need that, or you can do your own self study or at your own pace.
Okay.
And so you can choose what's right for you. But then there is the availability for you to take classes outside or prepare by yourself. So the classes outside will obviously that will be their materials derived from Kaplan, basically, because that is the official thing that is proposed
Okay.
by
Hmm.
CIMA. So that is the study material or the material that we use to go through the exams.
Okay. Can I know how do you prepare for your exams? Like, do you go for any coaching, or do you do it from the material directly, like you said?
So I personally feel it was sufficient for me to go through the material myself and prepare for the exam, and that's how I do. So I get the materials, buy the materials from the website, and they provide a study text, an exam kit, and how do I call it? A module based revision summary of
Okay.
sorts. So
Okay.
which would
Gives you the
definitely,
summarized version of the chapters in
yeah.
the book. Okay.
So it's the book. It's an elaborate summary, let's call it, which is based on the modules of the book again. And there is an exam kit which has like objective. So if it's an objective paper, there are like 200 or objective questions, and apart from that, you get a mock exam as well. So I think that would be pretty much sufficient to go through before sitting for the exam.
Okay. So the next question I would ask is, how much should one person invest in the whole CIMA course so that he can have the proper idea of how much he must be saving, to complete the course from the start?
Yeah. So again, if you ask me on an average, how much would it cost to pursue CIMA? So I would say it would cost around 3 to 5 or like 4 to 5 lakhs if you write all the papers and get materials,
Okay.
from
The
Kaplan
website,
itself.
Kaplan. Okay.
And yeah, so that's how it would be. So basically, the cost per paper for all the objective exams is right now 110 pounds, which is like just multiply by 100.
Yeah,
Let's say that's
11,000.
one, yeah, something
Okay.
like that. So that is the cost of each exam. So like we can uh, I think it's just 10 more pounds extra for the case study, but then it's around about the same. So it's like almost 11-1500 into 16 papers. And apart from
Okay.
that, you have to, like, if you are getting the material, so it depends on if you're taking a coaching, it depends. But if you're taking the material from Kaplan like I do, there's again two things. So one, you can get just the book, which is 50 pounds, I guess, or 5,000 bucks. And if you
Okay.
get the prime kit, they call it, or which would give also the exam kit and also the summarized module, it's again 9K INR. So
Okay.
yeah, I would cost it around like 4 lakhs on an average. But one main thing is again the exemption. So if you're already a CA inter or a CA, perhaps you'll get a lot of exemptions, and you have to apply for those exemptions online by writing a mail to them, and that is also provided on the CIMA website. Where do you have to mail, what do you have to mail, the transcripts that you have to send them, so that they can review all of that. So uh, if you get your exemptions, obviously you can cut down the costs, but if not, it would again be around 4 lakhs.
Okay. So how can I find out if the course that I have done or the graduation that I've done
Mhm.
actually, gives me exemption?
Okay, so you to check if you have your exemptions or not, there is a website which is put on the CIMA Global website, where you have
Okay.
to send them. It's also mentioned what you have to send them to make sure that they can go through and see if you're eligible for the exemptions. So we can put that link on the description of this video for
Sure.
people
Definitely.
to yeah.
Go
So
about
that
the course.
you can just
Okay.
mail them for that, and you'll get your reply typically within a week, I guess. So
Okay.
or maybe 2 max. So that's how you go about it.
Okay. So, and what is the pass percentage for each subject?
Okay, so the pass percentage for CIMA is like quite high, if you ask me, and it depends on each of the subjects again. But on an average, I would say the pass percentage is like above 50%, so 50 to 60% as an average of all the 16 exams put together, which is like way high compared to, I don't know,
Okay.
any other uh, uh,
Courses,
charter
global
course
courses.
that are there.
Okay.
And yeah, that's one advantage if you're looking to get a charter and you don't have to bang your head about the results.
Okay. And also congratulations on coming first in, I think, All India
Yeah,
AIR one in economics.
yeah, so that was the first paper I wrote. It's basically the fundamentals of business economics. That is the first paper in the fundamental course that I had to write, and yeah, I got the first. So thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
So, is there anything else that you would, want to tell the people who want to pursue CIMA?
yeah. So basically, like everyone does and should do is go through the website, or get a well-rounded knowledge on what it provides, what it offers you, and if that is what you need, because it's a commitment that you have to do. And one more thing that we may fail to talk about is that, like CA and CMA, that you have to have a 3-year practical experience requirement. There is a PER, as they call it. So it's a practical experience requirement, and you should have a 3-year experience in other related field
Okay.
apart from clearing your exams to get you to have to add the 4 letters after your name. So you will be an exam complete if you complete all the 16 papers, but then you still have to get all the all the
PER completed.
PR
So if someone wants to do PER, so should it be done after completing all the 16 subjects, or can it be done in between?
No, you can. The PR is like not related to your exam, so you can do it like you could have
Anytime.
done it before you even start the charter, or when you're doing
Okay.
it, or even after it. So that you should have a 3-year PER, but when you do it and where you do it
Counts.
is your discretion. But then again, it should be within the requirements that they put forward for PER. So,
Okay. So, for example, if you take, I am a semi-qualified chartered accountant, and I have completed my 3 years of articleship. So,
yeah,
as per ACCA, this articleship is considered as my PER for 3 years. So, same way, does CIMA also accept this articleship if I have done the job or the work that comes under CIMA or ACCA requirement? Then do they consider this as my PER, and I can submit papers required for that and just go about the completion of PER?
yeah. So I am not 100% sure if that is exactly done and
The
dusted,
same
but
for okay.
you can it's the same as the exemption. So you provide them, okay, this is what I've done, this is my experience with the PER, and they say yes or no for you
Okay.
regarding what you've done and where you were.
Okay. Okay, so that's it then. I guess thank you for taking out the time and sharing your experience with CIMA and letting us know how the course is and about the course. So if people have any doubts regarding the course, how can they reach out to you? Is there any LinkedIn website, LinkedIn description, this thing, or any name where they can reach out to you? Any email ID that you can give for them to reach out to you?
Yeah, sure. I can share my LinkedIn profile
Profile.
in the video. And
Okay.
yeah, they can reach out to me anytime. And if there is, and the first thing that it's better to reach out is the CIMA website itself, because they provide a
It has
more clear
everything.
information.
Correct.
And that, yeah, so they can reach out to me as well, and we can also provide where we get the stuff from, which is basically the website. So we can put that as well, so that they are not lost for information.
Okay. Okay, guys, thank you so much. And I hope this helped you for getting an idea on the CIMA course. And since this is our first time, very sorry if we've done any blunder or something. Going forward, we'll improve. And please do reach out to us. I'll put the links in the description. And thank you. Bye.